Hi, my name's Adrian and I do videos on design and development. And today I wanted to talk about a milestone that I hit recently, which is 1,000 subscribers. I really didn't think I would get here so quick, and it only actually took me 1 month to do. I'm going to take you through my journey of how I got here and my recommendations and tips if you're planning to start a YouTube channel yourself. I've also written up a really cool article about this, and it's got screenshots of my analytics and what I've learned in the videos I've done. It's on Dev.to, which is a really cool website about development and design. They have a huge community behind there and it's worth checking out, so I'll link it in the description below. I'm going to break this video down into 3 parts. The first will be about why I started YouTube and my goals. The second part will be how I reached 1,000 subscribers, and the last will be my tips and tricks in terms of what you can do if you're thinking of starting a channel yourself. So starting out, I had this grand plan that I wanted to create 365 videos this year. Now, I knew that this could be a mission impossible, but I still wanted to try and achieve it. So I tried to go and make one video every single day. I started this out by making very simple videos that were only a few minutes long, but they got me into learning about how to make videos in general. It didn't really matter whether I was good or not. It was more about just getting started. And the more I started doing videos, the longer they got and the better they got. Originally, I sounded terrible. It sounded like I was a robot, and a lot of the feedback I got was that I talk too fast. And I'm sure I still talk a little bit too fast, but I'm trying to work on that. And it's one of those things that you only can do and improve on once you start making videos and getting feedback. Starting out, I also had no expectations. I didn't really care about getting lots of views or subscribers, and my main focus was on just creating very good content that I personally would enjoy if I was viewing it. I personally knew a lot of React and React Native, so I decided to focus my efforts on creating videos on those topics, and from the feedback I got, a lot of the people were very happy with the work I did. Here are some of the videos I started off making on YouTube. There's a broad variety of different topics. Some talk about different state management systems like Redux or MobX. Another one is about how to implement things like WordPress on a website with React Native on a mobile application. And I also did a video on motivation in general and what keeps me motivated to learn code. From all of these, I found that the motivation video actually did the best, but I don't think that was because it was a good video. I actually shared this one on Reddit, and it got picked up on a very large subreddit. It got shared around because it was an actual really good topic to consider, and a lot of people upvoted it, and therefore it stayed online for a very long time. Unfortunately, I've tried some additional videos about development in general, however, they haven't been picked up quite as well. So I've tried to do more content now about education. I also started doing some videos around design. I wanted to do much longer videos, and doing one where I created something in Sketch or in Figma and taking the time to show the process of designing something I found was quite enjoyable and a much easier video to make. Having done that, I found that I had a lot of good feedback in terms of those. They got shared around a different number of design communities, and there's a lot of interest in that sort of work. So I've decided that I'll do a little bit more about that. As well, if you want to grow your channel and hit 1,000 subscribers, there is another attribute you have to consider, which is 4,000 hours of watch time. And that's not very easy to do when you're doing only 2 or 3 minute videos. So in order to try and tackle that one, I've started doing very long videos around design. Some of them are between 1 to 3 hours, and that way they give you both an insight into what it takes to design a website or an app, but also helps grow the watch time, which is quite important for YouTube. Another good way to grow your watch time is by doing things like what Florin Pop is doing, which is an up-and-coming YouTuber that makes a lot of live streams. They're a great way to improve your watch time as well as interacting with your audience a little bit more, which definitely helps your channel grow. Now, it's all good and fine to make videos on YouTube, but how do you get the viewers to actually start watching them? Do you expect the YouTube algorithm to just magically pick up on it? Or do you take some action yourself to make sure that they're shared around? I think that it's quite important to be confident enough to share the content that you make on forums like Twitter or Reddit or LinkedIn. There's lots of different communities out there. But if you stop yourself from posting them, then they might never even see the light of day. So that's another recommendation I'll have for anyone making content. You really need to put an active role into promoting and sharing it in order for it to get in front of people to watch. Once it's in front of people and they like it, they'll probably start sharing it on their own or talking about it. And once you get those viewers, then YouTube will start actively promoting it in its own search results as well. And if you do want to be picked up by YouTube search results, then there's a cool provider called vidIQ. They're both a website and an extension for Chrome or Firefox that let you know what kind of content people are searching for and help you provide and use the tags you need to get in front of those search results. So while my React Native videos might not have 100,000 views like some of the popular ones, by having clearly defined tags, I can get maybe in 4th or 5th place for the search results and at least get in front of some people when they're searching for things like how to do this or that on React Native. Now that I had a few videos under my belt, I thought I'd have a look at what I can do to broaden my horizons. I wanted to do a little bit of different content because it would be a bit monotonous if I was just doing work on React and React Native all the time. So I decided to try out different types of videos and formats. I did some videos on design, some videos on app development or websites, and even a video on drama. And having done lots of different types of videos, I got a good feel of what I enjoyed doing and what I didn't. I also found out what is popular on YouTube in terms of getting lots of views and subscribers. What I learned was that videos that were educational in format did quite well. They got quite a few likes and views and were well received in the community. So I enjoyed making those types of videos, but videos about drama did exceptionally well. I did one on an influencer called TechLead where I responded to him calling React Native garbage, and that got shared and liked and commented all over the place and brought in a heap of subscribers. However, I also found I didn't enjoy making that type of content. It was a good experience to broaden my horizons of the types of videos I had made, but it also let me know what kind of content I wanted to make for the future. So how did I make it to 1,000 subscribers? Well, I think it's the niche I narrowed down to. I like making mobile applications, so my videos on React Native did quite well and gave me a consistent growth for my channel. I did videos about topics like the camera system, maps, push notifications, and while there's already content out there online, a lot of that ages really quickly with the way that JavaScript is constantly changing. So by having more up-to-date content, my videos were able to make it to their target audience and do a good job at the same time. So as you've probably heard from lots and lots of other channels before, narrowing down on your niche and making valuable content is the best way to grow on YouTube. Starting out can be very scary. You have to learn lots of tools like using Photoshop to create thumbnails, editing your photos on things like Adobe Premiere, and even making sure that you record stuff properly on programs like OBS. But with a little bit of effort and some YouTubing on your own about how to learn those things, you can get started. So what tips and tricks do I have for you if you want to start your own channel? Well, personally, I would recommend you do something that you know and something that you enjoy as well. You'll be able to provide valuable insights and always talk with enthusiasm and positivity in terms of your related topic or point of view. I think that's a lot more important than just doing videos to get views or subscribers. I also think that planning is a very important part of making any video. If you go in with a nice structured plan, then it comes across in the video as well. And that way what you're talking about and the content you're providing is of more value than if you're just all over the place and you're just trying to wing it. On top of that, I also like to have a look at other people and how they're making videos and content. They've probably been at it for a few years and they already have hundreds of videos under their belt. So having a look at how they structure their content and what sort of stuff they do definitely will help you make your own videos. Finally, reviewing your videos and what you can do to improve each time is very important. I think that way you can always grow yourself and your channel and make sure that you can see a consistent improvement in the types of videos that you're doing. So thanks for viewing this video. I hope this gives you some insights into what it takes to start up a YouTube channel and make it to 1,000 subscribers. I've still got the article on Dev.to if you want to read in the description below, but if you did like this video and you want to see more like it, hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.